Hello.
On the correct
It
thing.
doesn't work. Of course it doesn't. Just give me a moment. Slobs is being slobs again.
Marvelous. Hello,
Uh,
Q.
IQ.
Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no.
Ah, here we go.
Okay, there we go.
We are back.
Stuckness has been fixed.
You have unstuck yourself. Oh, fuck it,
Yes,
I will
I have
die.
indeed.
I'm gonna die.
Very much so.
Will I
Last time
die?
we ran out of power.
Almost. I'm almost dead, mate.
Oh no. Give me a second. My thing isn't working.
Your what isn't working? You should,
There we go.
like, get the doctor to check it out. You know.
Yes, my space engineer stream wasn't working on the phone for some reason. Oh, and I didn't turn on my lights. Yes, there we go. You guys know lights tend to work a lot better if you turn them on.
Usually, if you power them with some sort of electricity, they do work a bit better.
With the motive force of the machine god.
Yep. So something has happened while we were gone, and our beautiful little rover. Well, it's not that
We
little.
have been struck by lightning.
Herbert, what's up? We
Hello,
have been
Herbert.
struck by lightning, and our beautiful little rover, which is not that little, is stuck between these rocks. So
Oh,
we need to unstuck this
there's
thing
your problem.
somehow.
Give me a second. I was in admin cheat mode.
Okay, yeah, we need to fix the console,
Yes, we
which
need
kind
to
of
fix the
sucks.
console and we need to fix the window.
Yeah. Well, I think the console is a bit more important.
Yes, the driver's seat is a tad important.
Yep. What are you taking
I
with you?
needed. I'm taking computers and construction components,
Right.
and I already have steel plates on me.
Yeah. What else does it need?
Hello,
Well,
Volhard.
hey, Volhard, what's up?
We need displays and motors.
You got it right there. Displays.
And
What? What do we need?
displays and motors, and then I need a window.
Displays and motors. Well, I'm bringing motors. I
Oh,
displays.
I believe this is the block I'm looking for. Is it? Yes.
Do you believe you can
This,
fly?
this is indeed the block I'm looking for.
Do
These
you
are not
believe
the
you can
droids
touch
we're
the
looking
sky?
for.
Preparing to exam? Awesome. Damn it. With three
I've got
displays
too
off.
many exams on the way, and I haven't started studying it because I'm lazy.
I have no exams anymore.
Yes, you have graduated.
Oh,
I didn't do any of my exams in the autumn because I was on sick leave, so I wasn't legally allowed to. So now I've got all the exams from the autumn semester, and I got a bunch of them done as like I just need to do essays
jeez, why don't we have any iron?
for shits and giggles. I don't know
We have,
because
like,
we ran out. I believe. I
shit.
believe we ran out. Now we're stuck.
Yep.
We can just disassemble something
Yeah.
if we are in dire need of iron.
We need 3 more displays to get this thing moving again.
We have 1.8 tons of refined iron
Yeah, but why is it doing it?
because the assembler is full of gravel.
Oh, fucking hell.
I have removed the
There
gravel.
we go. Let me just
There we
grab
go.
the displays. I'm gonna fix the thing.
How was the Swedish test, Q? I still need to do my Swedish test. Like I did the course, but I haven't done the test.
I have no idea how I passed it. Like, absolutely no idea how I ever passed it.
I passed
Academic
my
Swedish.
written, like my written part, but I haven't done the spoken part yet because we had problems.
Jesus, should I try to move this thing?
Yes. First, give me a second.
Backwards or
Now you
forwards?
can try to move it.
Backwards or forwards?
Yep. Now you can try to move it. I have taken a copy just in case.
Right, backwards or forwards?
Is the handbrake on?
Yep.
Ooh, basics of quantum mechanics. It's looking good. Just don't gas too much. Looking good. Looking good. Looking mighty fine. Most of the wheels have lost contact with the ground.
And we are off. Yay! Yay!
We are free. Oh yeah, we wanted to dig some ice for the hydrogen engines.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I believe building the hydrogen engine should be our first priority once we get to level ground.
Yeah.
Then we needed to find silver.
Oh yeah, that's been something.
We are actually on top of ice, so we can
Yeah.
just stop here.
That was my plan all along.
It was me,
my
Dio, all along.
my cunning plan. Which are
I
basically
need
destructible
loads of
turns
small steel
collision
tubes.
damage. Yeah, they are, but the rest of this is not. So there's that.
Yes. Wheels are in a very similar stage to blast doors.
Yeah.
In terms of their structural integrity. Oh, Acid, I got the entire Cypher's Kane book series on Audible as well.
Oh, really? That's cool. How many
Yeah,
books are there? Like 3 or 4?
3.
3, yeah. I have 2
I
of them.
also got Devastation of Baal.
Oh, that's cool.
There was a big sale on Audible.
That's cool.
I was kind of
How
like
do you have the time to
half.
read all of that? Is my
I play
question.
RuneScape and listen to them, or I paint and listen to them when I'm supposed to
Points.
be studying for exams.
That's true. That's true.
I was considering if I was gonna get Devastation of Baal or if I was gonna get Dokkodo, but in the end I went with Devastation of Baal.
The what?
Dokkodo, it's the second book written by Miyamoto Musashi.
It still doesn't like. I still don't know what you're talking about. So, come again.
It is a book by Miyamoto Musashi.
Who the fuck is that guy?
The most undefeatable samurai ever who
Ah,
wrote
right.
the Gorin no Sho.
And that's the second book.
Shimen Musashi.
Right. Fine.
He wrote Gorin no Sho and Dokkodo. They are like Gorin no Sho is basically the art of sword fighting, and Dokkodo is the what modern Bushido is based on.
Ah, right.
Basically, how a samurai should live.
Huh. Well, that's neat. So I can't remember what this thing. Oh yeah, this large steel tubes was something that we were missing.
I was also sort of considering the Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Yeah.
But then I just went with 40k.
I can just borrow that for you.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing like high philosophical books, and then I just went with 40k. As one does.
As one does. Well, it's high philosophy as well.
Oh, I need a lot of various steel tubes. Ow, I just
I'm
died.
ordering like hundreds of them.
Yeah, I rammed my head too hard against the wall.
The basic assembler can produce us like.
Hell's my body still? Where's my loot?
Did you die?
My loot? Yes, I did. My corpse is behind you.
And Jova is here as well, and he's dead.
Hi, Jova.
Why is everyone dead? People, what's your issue here?
Because our duty is to serve the Emperor's will, and the Emperor's will is that we fight and die.
Right. Well.
Oh, there's my corpse.
This is the game we like to call "Where is my corpse?"
Hello, Bunhis. Welcome. That's the
Hi, Bunhis.
wrong thing. Drop all the things.
Yeah, we need several steel tubes and power cells as well.
I am producing at least the first hydrogen engine, so we don't constantly run out of energy.
Yep, yep. You have an imposter amongst you. I'm gonna drill him with my rainbow drill.
Murder the imposters.
Yep.
With extreme prejudice.
Like playing, what is this? Space Engineers as a like what is it? Among Us would be really fun.
Yeah, there is a first-person like similar game. It's basically Among Us in first person, but obviously they can't sell it as that.
Yeah, it's the Among Us that will destroy your computer because it's so highly rendered.
Yeah. I've constructed 2 of the hydrogen engines. Sadly, they're not functional as we have no hydrogen.
Yeah.
This somewhat impedes their functionality.
Somewhat. Not too much, though. Unfortunate spaceman, probably.
I have no idea what it's called, Q, so I can't answer that. I'm legally not allowed to answer this.
Yeah.
Yeah, half of the hydrogen engines are done. I think we should probably put hydrogen tanks underneath them.
Yep.
Like the small ones. Yeah, they should fit.
If they fit, then that's good.
They should fit. Famous last words.
Is there small hydrogen tanks are?
You can't hear me. Oh, that is because RTX voice has crashed. Thanks, Jova.
Do we have
I
small
think.
one of these?
Did it crash? No, now it's working.
I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah. So RTX voice has had shut off for some reason again. I believe you can now hear me. Can Acid hear still?
Yeah. No problem.
Okay. That's odd because usually Discord stops working as well when RTX voice goes like nah. Is it just me or is the entire ship gyrating?
No, the
Yeah,
entire
ship.
yeah.
Okay, now it stopped.
For now. I have no idea.
No,
Let's see.
it's continuing again.
Well, just
I
let it.
hope we don't have too many moving parts on it because the door is moving and the lift is moving.
Yep.
Plus we have the other elevator as well. But yeah, the things do fit. Oh, actually, I don't think this one fits. I think that was causing it. So we can only have 4 small hydrogen.
I'm not too sure if this is a good design. What if we would put the like conveyor junction underneath where they are now, and then attach them like they would be actually underneath the what are those? The engines. Like flip them to their side, basically.
You could try that. They only cost like what are they called, steel plates to put down. So
yeah,
have a gander.
I need interior plates for this one.
I try and work with the like starting to build the frame of the ship because I sort of designed it in creative on my own and I have utterly forgotten what I was doing with it.
As one does. Damn it, now I don't have any.
I used these.
I have one. Give me more.
Yes, I used these.
Okay, yeah, cheesy. How about this thing?
Show me.
Come watch. So what if?
Yeah, that works too.
Because I think. Oh, okay. Well, we can't put one here, so this one has to go. As this one. But like, if we put them like that, they're not too close, and I don't really like them sticking like underground or underneath them like that.
Yes, Jova, we
Yes,
do
Jova, go ahead.
on the rover.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But I kind of assume that this design. Also, geez, you need to come check. If you have time tomorrow, come check the what is it called? The fort. It's almost finished. I'm just putting in some finishing touches.
Oh yeah, that one. I was slightly confused, but yes. Yeah.
I was just putting down some flags and cannons and stuff. I think that
looks... What do you mean, Q? It's like the first server all over again. Is it lagging for you? Because we are fine.
Yeah. At least for now.
Oh, you're alone again. Oh yeah, because Lawfoot was super busy and didn't have time to play.
Yeah. I haven't seen Lawfoot in streams in eons.
How is he doing? Like,
I have no idea. I haven't heard of him at all.
Life issues to take
I think he has some real life issues to worry about.
Would make sense.
Would.
Okay, I think this is how I did this in creative. To make it look like half decent, like just cut it off like that.
What are you doing?
I'm doing the nose of the ship.
Nose of the ship. Is this really a ship, though?
Technically.
Technically
a ship.
It
will fly eventually.
Good God. Yeah, that's not bad. That looks pretty good.
I have no memory of how I did the other side, though, where the cockpit is placed.
You don't need to have a memory of it. Just use your imagination, mate.
I should have a feeling that I saved that one.
I have no memory of this place. We need...
Yeah, I don't think I saved it.
Why are we, again, getting... We have no...
No what?
We don't have any iron left.
There was a metric shit ton of iron. We can't have used all of it.
Looks like it.
It does look like we may have used all of it. This is
Yeah.
impressive. Yes, I
Yeah.
do believe we have.
We have
do
600
actually...
small steel tubes though.
Right. Should I put the drill?
Put the drill on, yeah.
running?
Yeah, that's good.
Is that is locked. Right, I shall make the drill run. So I will go drill lock off.
Germany be like.
Go.
Be like what?
It's one of these. Advanced rotor drill not in use. Reverse that. It's not.
I don't think so, Joma. I think it.
Oh, because it turned that off.
Jeez, what did we think about the rover? Was it supposed to be like a drill?
Yeah, drill or just exploration. Either one should be fine.
Yeah.
The airlift is going to be at least drilling.
Yeah, air one is going to be drilling slash
unlocked.
Yeah, the small one I think should be what is it?
This is no rotating.
Surveying, surveil, thingy. Surveil is the wrong word, but like.
What is this one? One his did a multi-stream layout for us.
Wait.
Oh god, now it's playing double. I was also possibly looking at Imperial Knights before we started, which is why we were a bit late.
That is smart. That is really smart. I'm gonna link that as well in my chat.
Yes.
Yes.
Set run.
There you go. If you want to see both of our viewpoints at the same time, just join there.
Do you mind removing our friend?
Did you get botted again?
Yes, I did indeed.
You wanna become... Buy flowers.
Yeah, that...
No followers? No? What are we supposed to buy now? Right.
I don't know. The bots are... Oh, fuck. One of the pistons is broken.
Pistons? Which pistons?
On the drill.
On the drill.
Yes.
Which one?
I'll fix it.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah, it's the one that actually makes it work.
It is really cool. I died.
Oh, it needs computers.
I died.
It needs computers. Where the fuck are my computers?
Where's my stuff?
I'm certainly needed computers. Probably needed something else as well. Oh, by the way, I finished making my Revenant, my Renegade Revenant in Guild Wars, and it's a good fun class. I did a maximum condition build.
That's awesome. We're building with Spurgu today. A little bit.
Yep.
What the crap was I doing?
What were you up to?
Nothing much. Just grinding in general.
Fair.
Just grinding in general. Getting the things. Yes, Quantumus, you can watch both of us at the same time. I don't know if it actually shows... How does it show the viewers this time then?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me either. Like, does it show us both?
Entirely out of rotors. I'm supposed to put that away. I will order a few rotors because we need that to get the drill running because the drill is currently broken. Not rotors, motors. I am currently having 4 viewers, so I think it counts you for all of us, both of us?
Yeah, I think so too.
Question mark. Oh, fuck, we're out of iron. This is right, I can't make motors.
But which chat is it? Or is it the both of us?
I have no idea. Someone say something in the chat so we can figure it out.
Ah, yeah, it's either or. Chat,
Okay.
You can decide which one is it. But if we set it up, you can set it up by yourself from the left side. Like that we are both like next to us.
Cool.
Yeah, and you can set it from the left side of the screen. There's these what are these called? Layouts. The second layout shows both of our streams and both of our chats at the same time.
The drill is very gyraty. I'm not trusting it that much.
Shut up and do it. It's very hard to pay attention to the game when there's like 3 versions of the game moving.
Yeah, if it
Yeah,
explodes,
I can't watch this.
If it explodes, it explodes.
If you can watch it,
It's
go
not
ahead.
my fault.
There are different, yeah, because there are different layouts for it. If she dies, she dies.
Okay, the drill appears to be now fully fixed. I think everything's now fixed. Yes, everything seems now fixed. Yes. So the drill should now function as intended once it finally reaches ground. It might even get deep enough to mine some of that ice. If not, we will have to mine some of it by hand, because we are pretty much running out of ice.
We're pretty much running out of everything, my friend.
Is this not working? Hello?
Hello. Oh boy.
I'm pretty sure the O2 generator has ice in it. It does.
Fuel critical.
Is something broken?
This layout fits my... Yeah, good. That's awesome.
Think anything's broken? No, everything seems to be functioning. But our O2 generator is not making O2.
O2.
But it is built. Oh, we're probably full of oxygen. We need an oxygen tank, or we need a vent that can burst it out.
Can we use that as a boost?
No, sadly we cannot.
Damn it.
Because we have so much oxygen. I think building a vent for now is the better idea.
Yeah, just space it, basically.
Oh, pump it into the atmosphere.
Yep. Terraform.
Basically, yes. It might. I'm not sure. Ow. Just banging my head against the wall. I just shove this here. It's nice and out of the way.
Banging my head against the wall. Or there has to be a song like that or something. I have no fucking idea.
Probably.
Most definitely.
Are we completely out of shit? Because we can't get the power running until we build this.
Power running until we build what?
We are out of everything. We now have rocks coming in, though. But they're not being delivered to the refinery for some reason.
First hydrogen tank is ready.
For some reason, nothing is getting delivered through our piping system. I can't figure out why.
There's probably something broken in the middle.
Probably. I can't figure out what it is. The entire drill is fixed. These are all fixed. I think there's a connection port here. There is a connection port there.
There should be.
This is built. That's built. Oh, they should be functional. The hell. As far as I can tell, everything is functional, but nothing's going through.
Do we have power?
We have power.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We have power.
That's good.
This is most peculiar.
All of our refineries are on, so that's neat.
Yeah, like the refineries are getting stuff, but for some reason the conveyor system isn't delivering stuff from the drill.
Have they updated something?
They shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Not as far as I know. Is one of the piston heads broken? That could do it. Yes, one of the piston heads is broken.
Right.
I need one steel plate.
Just destroy something. Well, I'm gonna come.
I'll nick it. I will nick it off this wall.
Yep. That's smart.
That should now work. Yes, now it's working.
Shit.
Ow.
That was a bit too close to comfort.
Don't run into the drill, it is bad for business.
I will try not to.
We should probably try and find like proper iron veins to mine as well, but the problem is that we also need magnesium for bombs.
Yep.
So we must
Bombies.
exercise extreme prejudice.
Yeah, I think the bird, the flyboy should be a reconnaissance slash bombing vehicle. So it would have like a one warhead that it's
The
carrying.
idea with the bomb is we build one large warhead on the ground, and it creates a perfect half ball
Right.
shaped hole that you can fly into and then mine the walls. That is the most effective way of mining on a planet, unless you want to build a massive moving, basically oil rig.
Isn't that what we were doing?
This doesn't go anywhere near as deep as you could if you made like a proper tower drill that moved.
Exactly. Jeezy, that's my point exactly. We like, why aren't we funding this?
Because that has to be stupidly tall.
Why aren't we funding this?
Because it's not very stable. That's the primary reason.
It's
I
not very
low-key want
stable.
us as a community to build a space elevator.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Because
That would
it can be
awesome.
done without blueprints. You just need to, effectively, you need to make the pole, and then you need to assemble the elevator platform in space, and then slide it onto the pole.
Yep.
In space, where there is 0G, and then it functions.
Can't you get it up from the ground?
You can, but you can't actually build it close enough to the pole because it's done with wheels and stuff.
Oh, right.
So that it actually rides the pole without grinding against it and breaking it.
Phrasing.
Yes.
Yes.
I know what I did.
Good job.
It was fully intentional.
Good job.
Well, we are currently out of everything, so now we just chill. We are getting plenty of stone, but I feel like stone isn't yielding us that much materials. They may have nerfed the amount of materials just pure stone yields.
Yeah.
Which would not surprise me in any way, shape,
And also,
or form.
we're just drilling the main layer of the stone.
Yep,
we haven't digged that far. But I think the further you go, the deeper you're going, the better stuff you get. Is my thought process here.
Oh, did you hear that Forge World is planning on finally finishing the series of Primarchs this year?
With what?
The models.
What, are we getting Alfarius model?
No, Khan is still missing.
Oh.
Everyone else is there. Since last year we got Sanguinius and the Lion. So now Khan is the only one missing. Which I'm not sure why. Probably because he's most likely the most obscure as a character.
Well, he's being
there are very few mentions of
construction
the Khan.
comps and motors.
The mighty Jagatai Khan.
The fastest boy alive.
He is my favorite Primarch.
You know you're wrong.
Alfarius is wrong.
Alfarius is the only correct answer.
No.
Yes. Shut up. You know
Although
it.
I love that Khan even modified his flagship battle barge to be faster than everybody else's.
Yep.
It's one of the Gloriana class battle barges, the same as every other Primarch's flagship.
Yep.
But they all modified theirs to fit their like
style
thing perfectly. Which I still found hilarious because the Pride of McCrag is the biggest one. So I'm not sure if Gilliman is compensating for something.
He is. He most definitely is.
I think it's bigger than the Emperor's flagship.
I have no idea.
It's not as big as the Tsar Quasitor, because the Tsar Quasitor is the biggest ship. That is a ship and not a flying fortress. And the Quasitor is the flagship of the one and only Archmagos Dominus. it's like it is the ship that is always the flagship of the Archmagos Dominus, regardless of who it is. Ooh, now there's a bit of a lag.
That we need.
I think there's a sandstorm coming. Sorry, Joe, what did you say in the
Yay! Which app to reach Montal?
I don't think there's any problems with it, as far as I can tell.
Seems to be working quite well.
Yeah, seems rather functional. I haven't I do kind of want to build just a car-shaped rover at some point because I've never built one that would look like an actual car. I'm considering for a second jumping out of the server and going to check how the hell did I build the nose in when I was actually testing it out.
Right.
Because this was, at this stage, it was like 2 months ago and I have no memory of what I did. So I'll throw my hydrogen tank away and I'll jump into my own server and check, not server, but my own world and check how the fuck did I build it.
Yep.
I think it's this one. Because I was quite happy with the way I did the armor paneling. Yes, it is this one. Where the fuck am I and why is my UI missing? Hello? Okay. Right, so if I go out this way, I should... Yes, here we are. So I did that like that. Oh, I just cut it off like that. Okay. Sure, I'll jump back onto the community server. And I will probably forget this immediately.
Whoa.
You entered the... Fuck you. I did not enter the wrong password.
What am I missing? Large tubes, is that it? Yeah, steel plates.
No, I keep hitting something while I'm trying to press space, but that's what's happening. Whilst I'm loading into the server, this is a good plug. If you want to play with us, subscribe to any of the Ministry's channels and you gain access to this server and an upcoming Minecraft server, which will be modded.
And it's still incoming.
Yes, because B is yet to decide on the mod pack she wants to play. We will do a vanilla server in summer if the big Minecraft update comes during the summer, because we do want to try that out in vanilla. Yes, I know my own rules. I don't need the message of the day. I thought I set it up so that it doesn't pop up for me.
Obviously set it up.
Q, you were like somebody gifted your sub. Oh yeah, if you're a regular, that too. Like if you are a regular part of the community, you will also gain
the access
to the servers.
Yeah.
We still need to actually set it up so that it is accessed to regulars and subscribers, because currently they are accessible by everyone.
Yeah. It's still my job. I should put like an announcement that contact me if you're a subscriber. Contact me if you're a subscriber and I give you a badge.
Yeah. We literally need to just press 2 buttons in Discord. Of course, they are also available to the Ministry affiliates. What do we call them? There's a name for them.
Affiliates, companions, compatriots.
Ministry associates is the name we used.
Yeah, associates.
AKA people we know in real life.
Yeah.
Or generally play with during the streams, I think, is the
most
notable thing. People we know and play with during streams.
And off streams.
Usually. I think Jova is an associate. Jova is not associate. Jova is marked as a regular. It's fine.
I haven't marked anyone yet because I've been lazy, basically.
I did some of the markings for people I know.
Awesome.
I think we should probably mark Volhard as regular as well, because he is very active in the Discord.
Who?
In the memeing section of the Discord, Volhard.
Yeah, we should. he's feeling the meme section.
What is the PC limiting me to saying? That's the wrong... I can't press that because I can't use my F keys now, so I can't do it in the stream.
Okay.
F keys are set up to control my Streamlabs, so I can't do that kind of things now. G? It's not in G because I changed it. Oh yeah, the PC limit. It's at halfway. It's fine. I might have to ask the host to increase it at some point if it goes bad.
So Cheesy, half of the hydrogen tanks are ready.
This is good. We have no ice, so it's pointless, but this is good.
We have some.
We have reached the drill has reached the ice.
Yeah.
This is good. The ice was actually really close to the surface.
Yep. Ice usually is, I've like figured out in these maps.
Yeah.
On this planet, the ice is super close to the surface, so...
We actually have quite a lot of ice.
Yeah.
Okay. This is good. This allows us to fuel our future endeavors.
Yay!
With the motive force of the Omnisire. I'll probably try and finish my homebrew color scheme attempt tomorrow and see if it actually works out.
I forgot. I was supposed to paint models. I forgot. Damn it.
Like I really do like the red of Mars, but the thing is, I also have an idea that might work really well, so I want to try it out. And then I figured that I probably should try it out now, until I have an entire army painted, if I want to change the scheme.
What did you think?
Basically, I'm gonna do. The idea comes from anime, of all things.
Oh no, not anime.
I can't remember. It's called Fire Force, and basically they are firemen.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, like black coats with really vibrant blue reflectors on them.
Right.
I'm gonna try that, so that I paint the pants orange, like a normal fireman's pants would be, and then I paint the overcoat black with the really vibrant blue stripes.
That's cool.
And I'll see what it looks like. If it doesn't look nice, then I'll just stick with Mars. I'm still gonna do all the vehicles and probably all the Magi in Martian colors.
You do know that my guard is also red.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
Yeah. But it's Chaos
not
Red.
The Martian red.
No, it's the Chaos Red.
Yes, I like basically. If I do red, then I'm gonna paint all the fabric with Mephiston and all the armor in Khorne, because then you get a slight color differentiation between armor and fabric.
That's cool.
I'm still gonna do all the vehicles red.
Yeah.
Because fire engines.
Of course.
And because I like the red vehicle design. Plus, if I ever buy Knights, all of the Mechanicus affiliated houses of Knights are red.
Surprise, surprise.
I'll probably do House Raven, because they are the best one for Knights Armigers and fast attack Knights in general.
Okay. Do they get special rules?
Yes, depending on the house you do get special rules.
That's cool.
If you play just standard Imperial Knights, you don't, but if you play Questa Mechanicus, then you do.
Ah, right.
Which is, like, you get the Imperial Knights, and then you have, what are they called? The Free Knights. They have a special name that I don't remember now, and then you have Questa Mechanicus. I'm doing Questa Mechanicus, obviously, because I'm doing Adeptus Mechanicus. And they are... Basically, if you play Questa Mechanicus, then your knights are in general better.
Okay.
But there is... I seem to remember there's a special rule that you will have to play Adeptus Mechanicus if you play Questa Mechanicus.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Because it's like they have... You can choose different weapons and stuff for Questa Mechanicus knights because AdMech.
I think still it's computers.
All of the fancy toys of AdMech.
How are you producing them?
Waiting on steel plates now so that I could actually build something.
Well, we're not producing steel plates. Oh, no, we are.
We are currently producing steel plates. I'll just start building the chassis of the car to actually make it look like a car instead of a wire mesh.
What? What's wrong with the wire mesh?
It looks meshy.
Yeah, except that. What did I need? This was maybe... No. Ah, I need computers. Do we have any computers left? I hope we do. Where are my computers?
Okay, yeah, sure. If you don't print them, then it's fine. Because the whole printing thing breaks the server.
Yeah.
It doesn't like that.
We don't have any computers, do we?
No, we do not. You are
we have
correct.
150. There we go.
Oh, we do. Okay.
I stole them.
I was wrong.
I stole all of them.
Correct.
They're mine now. Mine, I tell you.
Also,
okay, the tanks are ready.
Like a proper knight, I'm gonna have to do a kit bash knight.
The tanks
Because I
are
want...
done.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
What is the hydrogen level in the tanks currently?
Well, let me check. Give me a second. I'm recharging myself.
I am fully charged. Yes, Quillimus, that should work, as far as I understand. It's basically the ship and structure-mounted welders that break the server.
Yeah. Where the hell are they?
Indeed, Quillimus, I have no idea.
What?
Why looking for asset?
The hydrogen tanks. Are they in S? Yes. They
Should
are
be?
getting refilled. There's like
Okay, good.
from
It's just gonna take a
0.6
while
to
because
18% full.
yeah, it's just gonna take a while since we only have the 102 generator, but it's fine.
Yeah. Let me see. They can hold about 1,000,000 liters.
I am going to make myself a better welder because fuck this noise. We also need to pull a connection up to the living quarters.
Yep.
Right.
Whenever
Well,
Q is done with the reconnaissance vehicle. No.
we have cobalt.
No, Jova. God damn it. Not the Q. Sorry.
Make everything except the elite one, so I'll make one better one.
Right.
Why can we not make it? We should be able to make it. Oh, because we're waiting on iron. Oh. Energy low. The energy low message is funny because it's a very low energy voice.
Yeah. It's almost like they planned it all. Bum,
Indeed.
bum, bum. So, are we gonna do the lift thingy?
What lift thingy?
We were supposed to do a lift from here to the
Oh
upper
yes,
deck.
we were. We can. I say we probably should go with ladders to begin with, and once we actually have an excess of material, we can do something fancy like a lift. I say.
Well, do we have a ladder? I thought we did have a ladder.
We have a ladder somewhere.
We have a ladder. We don't need an access. You already got one. Dude.
You're full half already.
Do I have anything with me? No.
Who knows where the quote is from?
I have no idea.
Acid, you are very quiet. Is your microphone far away again?
Probably.
Yes, it was.
It always is.
Just run away. Then a runner it has. Okay, there we go. Now the floor of the living quarters is built. Advancements have been made, dear Watson.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to, like, first I'll try build all the Y-mesh bits we put down, or not Y-mesh, but like the blocks we put down, and then I'll start actually building stuff onto the rover. Because otherwise we'll just keep doing additions and never actually working on the rover itself.
Yep. As one does.
So I'm gonna try and get that stuff done. Also, the rover still needs a name.
Elizabeth.
Why Elizabeth?
I have no idea. It was the first thing that came to my mind. Thank you. Just a sec. Right.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Elizabeth, did you know that there's a Funko Pop made of Her Majesty?
What is a Funko Pop?
Those weird big head figurines that people collect.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, you can take it out for a test drive. Do we have a button to lower the hangar door?
There's no button for it yet. Because I've been
Build
super
a
lazy
button,
building it.
sir. You can build like, I think yeah, probably build just a button panel with 4 buttons.
Okay.
That could be a problem. Nah, I'm sure it will be fine. Has Quadamus arrived at our location? She says hello, but I can't see any other peoples around. Oh, hello. An unknown signal for
Go
the
get it.
skins.
Construction comp.
It's only like 1.5 kilometers away, so I should be able to get it easy enough. Ah,
I need like 20
the
computers as
space cup. No, I am the space cup. I have the unlimited power of an admin.
well. Bum, bum,
Which
bum.
reminds me, as it still is not an admin.
It's
We
fine.
must fix
I don't I
we
don't
must
I
fix
don't
this
need
at
to be
some
an
point.
admin. I don't give me power, I will just abuse it.
This is true.
But we can't open the garage when the
Oh yes, the drill's running. We
drill's running.
can't, and we must move before we
Yeah.
so. I got badger gloves. I'm getting the full badger set slowly. This is nice.
Neat. You become the badger. Badger, 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 badger.
Oh, I got an upgraded grinder.
Where the crap is our computers?
No, Q, we do not have a rover license, but I do have the power of a god.
But it's still not rover license, so why are you driving
Nope.
this thing? To be honest. Like
I
seriously.
haven't driven it.
Why?
You are literally the only one driving it, the big rover, and you're the one without a driver's license.
Exactly. That's why I drive it.
This sounds like poor planning.
No, it sounds like perfect execution.
The drill has actually dug. The drill has dug a hole. Surprisingly enough, we are through the ice now. We did mine quite a nice chunk of ice.
Lovely.
But at least we know we can actually get a good chunk of ice. How is the drill's progress looking? It is 5 minutes from completion. I really do like the UI that just tells you, like time-wise, how long the drill has to go. It is very useful.
Okay, is the drill done?
Nope, I just said that it has 5 minutes until completion.
Ah, okay. I wasn't listening.
How is the flyer looking?
It's getting there.
Remember, you could do it fancy and make gimballing thrusters with scripts and stuff, so you
Nope.
need less thrust and therefore save energy.
Nope.
It's not even that hard. And yes, the correct term is gimballing.
What does it even mean? Like, I know what it
Basically,
means, but like...
It means that it has a connection point and that it moves.
Yeah.
I think it's based, like, the name comes from a children's toy. I know it was, I think it was coined by NASA for some of their, like, thrust vectoring thrusters that you can actually use the main thruster to do minute adjustments of the rocket's course. I know that's where it's most commonly used nowadays.
Right.
Like, in conjunction with a spacecraft.
So this thing will only be a reconnaissance vehicle, right?
The car, yes.
How about the flyer?
The flyer should probably be the miner because we need to fly down into the big holes we blast into the earth with dynamite.
Sure. Just a second.
Oh, that's why it's not adding thousands, because I'm pressing the wrong fucking button. I was like, what? I'm pressing Control Shift. Why is it only adding hundreds? Because I was pressing Control and Caps Lock. I am a smart man. I could actually just do this. Throw that there. And
I have been left alone.
oh, motherfucker! I jumped down from the living quarters and died.
That sounds like you problem.
What do you mean you have been left alone?
Hero went for a walk.
Oh, right.
So I have been left unsupervised.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh,
This
yes.
does not bode well.
For whom is the question?
Everyone involved.
True.
And then I need one of these. I really wish they made it so that the tool you choose wouldn't, like, you didn't have to choose a different tool for your toolbar every time you upgrade your tools.
Yeah, that would just upgrade.
Yeah, that would be nice. But hey, they started with a very, very small indie team, so I can understand limitations in the coding.
No! No! We do not accept that.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable!
Oh, we had a bunch of construction components. Whoops. Oh, I'm out of steel plates. Damn it.
That's fine.
I made myself a connection above. So I don't constantly have to come down to get more steel plates to do my welding.
So do you say, are you going to say that you're now connected?
Yes.
Are you well connected?
I'm connected to the grid.
Good.
Yeah. Now I can start welding.
The fuck was that sound?
I don't know.
Don't worry, no one else does either.
I have soon done welding with, like, I've soon done with welding the floors of the living quarters entirely.
Neat. How front heavy will this flyer be if I attach 2 miners in the front? Not too bad, I assume.
Shouldn't be too bad unless you fill the drills with earth. Oh no, that's a hole. I should probably make a airlock where the ladder goes down.
Maybe, yeah. Sounds
If
like
we
a
are
good
eventually
plan.
going to turn this into a starship by attaching massive thrusters into it, I feel like having it like properly airtight would be a good idea.
Would
Considering
be.
that the cockpit is airtight, I have tested this. I literally tested the cockpit is airtight.
Neat.
I have finally built something that's functional.
What is it? What a beautiful once-in-a-lifetime moment.
Yes. This thing needs a lot of steel plates, in case you weren't aware of this.
So I've been told.
Like, a lot of steel plates. But it will eventually look good.
Maybe.
Eventually. We don't necessarily need to have the airtight living quarters yet. But I will do that probably once I've done welding everything, then I'll start building the living quarters. I will make the thing look pretty.
Yay!
It does also need a lick of paint. That is an odd impression. Who licks paint?
No, but the paint, like you lick the surface with the brush.
Fair enough. Although some miniature painters do lick their brush tips to keep the tips sharp.
That's me.
Oh.
I am disgusting, I
Oh.
know. I'm disgusting, I know.
All that microplastic. Oh, now I'm blind.
The best microplastic.
I used the welder for a while and now I'm blind because it's dark.
There we go.
These are unnecessary.
These are unnecessary.
Are you aware that there is one hangar door missing from your hangar?
On the top? Yes, I am.
There's a gap here.
Yeah.
Yep, just making sure.
It's fine. Thanks for looking out.
I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't something I had accidentally destroyed.
No.
Where's the drill? Oh, the drill is done.
That's neat.
Marvelous. I will tuck it back in.
Like a good little drill it is.
Indeed. So now I go and use this thing. Reverse this. Goes back to its slot. Is it back in its slot? It is indeed very neatly back in its slot. Is the drill still running? No, the drill is not running because it has run its course.
Haha. Humor.
Why is it like that? Is something wrong with this? It's very likely that something's wrong with that. Yes. Something is indeed wrong with it. I'm going to rotor lock it in place so it should stop gyrating.
Yep.
Here's hoping. And then we lock that thing as well. And everything should be fine.
My favorite part of like building anything in this game. How do you reach things that are below different stuff? You turn around in the air.
Yep.
You just literally float wrong way around.
I mean, that's effectively what mechanics do.
Fair enough.
Now reverse the other way. And now we rotor lock it and we turn it off. There we go. Now it should not gyrate anymore. If it still does, it's not my fault.
Good.
I resign from any responsibility.
I take no responsibility at all. Spoken like a true president.
Indeed. Oh, by the way, Trump is only going to be president for 2 more days.
Complete nuclear annihilation of human race, still possible.
Feasible.
I know that there's
In
grim...
a way, it's good that the US military takes the whole civil war threat seriously, but in a way, it's also very, very worrying.
Yeah, it is very,
You tell,
very
Jova.
worrying.
Share thine worries, good sir.
Do you have worries? We can help you with those. We are expert in worrying things.
Are we?
Well...
Are we expert in fixing set worries?
No, we are expert at worrying.
Yeah, our car is kind of gyrating.
It is.
Do you mean the small rover or the entire big thing?
The entire thing is gyrating.
Oh my! Oh me. Sorry, everyone watching the stream. The War Thunder has decided to start an update in the background,
Neat.
which I rather do not appreciate. I was wondering what happened to my internet all of a sudden.
I have no idea.
It was War Thunder. I really would appreciate if they had an option to set it so they actually ask for permission before it starts downloading anything. Yeah, I'm starting to think we may have too many moving parts on the rover.
What do you mean? How can we have too many moving parts in the rover?
The small rover is currently not connected to anything, so it does slide around. That's why we need to get a connector that is actually on the correct height for the small rover. Hence why we must do some adjustments. Because the wheels don't actually hold it in place against another grid if that other grid starts moving. You can drive on top of another grid, but if you actually try and park there, then you need to be connected somehow. You can do a like emergency lock and just throw in a landing gear. Oh. Fuel low. I have run out of fuel.
Neat.
Fuel has been replenished.
Fuel has been runneth out.
No, it has been replenished.
Oh, that's neat. Now the question of powering this thing.
Oh, by the way, Acid,
Yep.
there were fun rule changes. You remember when I mentioned that Knight Armiges, you can only take 3 of them per army?
Yep.
They have changed the rules.
Oh, that's always a
super
good
heavy
thing.
detachment can field 9 Knights Armigers.
Ah, right, yeah.
Which sounds fucking insane.
It's not. One detachment can hold 3 Bane Blades.
This is true.
Yeah.
But given that one Armiger has a multi-melter and you can have 9 of them in a single detachment.
Yeah.
Sounds fairly powerful. Also, they will rip infantry and vehicles apart in melee.
Yeah. No, you just have to get to the melee.
Which is why I'm going to use them in my very fast-moving army, which I'm very sad because I can't use an Outrider detachment. Because for some fucking reason, an Outrider detachment doesn't refund the points, the CP you spent to field it, which is odd. Because in 9th edition, fielding detachments cost CP.
Yep. CP as in...
command points.
Ah, right.
If you play a 2,000 point game, it's you get 12 CP by default. If your warlord is in a battalion detachment, then the 3 CP the battalion costs is refunded, and everything else costs 3 CP to field. Which is why it's better to have as few detachments as possible.
Yep.
Which is why they also changed the size of detachments. Like, you can actually field roughly the same size as you could with a double battalion previously. You can now field in a normal battalion.
I haven't watched anything. I have no idea about the new rules.
Yeah, I did army building, so I had to check the detachments.
Yeah.
I managed to build a fairly nice fast attack AdMech army, which should be fun. It will also be extremely expensive, but that's a side project.
Yeah.
Side note. I will get it done. Plus, I managed to get a lot of the new units in there just for funsies.
That's cool.
AdMech nowadays has a very fun thing where their flamers have a 12-inch range.
Excuse me? Why?
Yep. All Cognis flame weapons have a 12-inch range.
Right.
Compared to, is it 6-inch for normal flamers?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, so now with AdMech you can have a squad of 10 flying infantry with 12-inch flamers.
That's just wrong, you know, and you know that.
That is very nasty against anything that's infantry.
Yeah.
And I do have them in my new army, although they don't count as infantry. I think they are fast attack, which sounds a bit odd that they're not elites.
Oh, well.
And you already have a lot of elites with AdMech, so...
Okay, then this is starting to look pretty good. So we got 2 drills, 2 medium boxes on the flyer. Should have put more
Yes.
boxes on it.
No, I think 2 should be fine because otherwise it will be too heavy once you fill it entirely.
Right, okay.
Oh,
So
I'm out of
that's
steel plates.
taken care
There's
of.
other sands, like constant sandstorms everywhere. Jova, if you want to, you can hook up the rover with a connector so we can actually like anchor it to the ship and it stops sliding around. Constant sandstorms. This is annoying. I have almost finished welding all the blocks that have already been placed on the ship. This is fairly impressive.
That's really good. I just need motors now. Whee!
I think I've also spent like a good 3,000 steel plates so far.
Well, that's what you get. This thing is a
Indeed.
fucking beast.
It will be magnificent once it's done.
Yeah.
But it does still need a name. If you have name suggestions, please leave them in the chat.
Yeah, actually, if you have any name suggestions, let us know. That's really good.
As we will be taking name suggestions from the chat.
We will be taking names.
Yes.
We will leave the asking someone else, though. Probably.
Also, we can start moving whenever you feel like it again.
Yeah, it's okay. I am in no hurry. Love displaying.
Q, are you in space or are you on the planet? AKA, what kind of a ship are you building? You need steel plates. So throw that in so it gets filled.
Construction comps and stuff.
Oh, that was a mistake. Where is my... Oh no.
You're on Titan, as usual. But why?
Why Titan?
What are you doing there, mate? That thing, computers and those. It's gonna need those things, that's good. Flip this guy around. There we go.
Also, they, like, I'm talking about 40k rules again, they, there is now a change where you can actually field a Titan in a normal game.
Yeah?
And you don't have to have any special rules, it's just a different detachment that can field either a Primarch or a Titanic unit.
It's not a new one. It was there on the 7th edition
Okay.
already. Well, not the 7th, but on 8th. That you could have
Yeah,
a Lord of
they,
War unit. It was basically super
yeah,
heavy units.
yeah. Now they changed it so that the only problem is that it has to be your warlord.
Yeah.
So you can no longer field a Primarch without him being your warlord.
Oh, such a shame.
Which is kind of annoying because it limits the like stratagems you can take.
How come?
Because all the Primarchs come with their own rules. It's similar fashion like if you play Call, if Call is your warlord, you have to play Mars.
Like, what are you complaining?
Because it limits people's options what they
You
like,
take
it
a
limits the
fucking Primarch
customized...
to the battlefield, that's your options gone.
No, this is true.
Yeah.
The new Primarch models aren't apparently that strong, which is a bit surprising.
You don't get to play with special operations units and Navy SEALs if you take nuclear missiles. That's just basic game balance, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although Gilliman is a bit shit, but I think the Demon Primarchs are fairly decent.
Yeah.
But Gilliman is a bit shit.
I really need to look into the new rules. I don't even know
the...
if the guard has a new codex or not.
Oh, I don't think they do. I think the only new codexes so far are Necrons and Marines.
I'm supposed to take something. Oh yeah.
And technically,
Those
AdMech,
things.
because the Engine War came out like a week before 9th, so that technically counts.
Do we have any mortars?
It's not a full codex, it's an addition.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is it's called the Fist of Macragge. The power fist that the old Ultramarines chapter master wields. that does mortal wounds, right? Every time you hit, it does mortal wounds.
It used to do, at least, yeah.
It still does. But the Sword of the Emperor does not.
Well, sucks to be Emperor.
Yeah, like, the Sword of the Emperor wielded by Robute Gilliman does not do mortal wounds. Which sounds ludicrous.
Sounds kind of dumb, yeah. Have to agree there.
Gilliman probably needs a bit more rebalancing with the new... Like, the whole Primarch thing makes sense with the Demon Primarchs because at least Magnus is really strong.
Magnus is my boy.
Magnus did everything wrong.
Magnus did nothing wrong. God damn it. Stop sullying his name.
All the wrongs were done. Why did it like this? I think. Give me a second, Joba.
What am I looking
I
battery?
need a catwalk. And then I put the catwalk there, except I don't because I don't have interior plates. Is this might be how I did it. I am not sure. I will do some fittings later. Do tell. Let me see. Oh yeah, the height is a bit off. Can you lower the suspension of the rover? So we could maybe fit one block there. Or then you could throw in 4 pistons at the corners of the rover to lift it up to the connector. That might probably be the best idea because then it's actually not touching the ground. I feel like that's probably the best idea, that just put some pistons on it so you can lift it up and down, because that will also be useful if the wheels break.
Come on, just come on, break already.
Come on, blood.
What else does this thing need to fly except power? Nothing.
Thrusters.
Thrusters, yeah, but what do they use? Just power, right? I don't need hydrogen.
If it's atmospheric, then
just
yes,
power.
Just electricity. Right. I might have to go and recheck how the fuck I did this again.
Just go to do it.
Maybe? I might have got it. Okay, I'll go recheck how I did it, and then I'll be right back.
Block.
I really should have done this after I did the whole design in creative, because then it would have been fresh in my mind, and I would have actually remembered what the fuck I did. Oh yeah, I did get it correct.
Good job.
I think.
You thinketh.
Yes, I thinketh. Yes, I do now remember how I did it. Cool beans.
Cool beans.
Indeed. Back to the world I go. And now we can refrain from talking about 40k.
Can we though? Can we ever?
Unless you have new topics. But at least we can probably refrain from talking about rules, because that is very boring.
It's pretty.
Viewers.
It
is interesting to those who played.
Is it though?
I'm not sure. Probably not. It is when your army becomes OP.
Yeah.
With new rules. It's always fun to be OP. So yes, I did it like this.
See, that's why I play guard. It's never OP. It's always Zook.
This is true. Yeah, like, you have all of these fancy, super heavily advanced super soldier dudes, and then you have a guy with a gun.
With the laser pointer, basically.
Yeah. Although the said laser pointer in modern terms is incredibly powerful.
Yep.
It has the same muzzle energy as a 120mm L44 smoothbore tank cannon.
Yep. It is a pretty good gun.
It is.
And it's
But
lightweight
in
as well.
terms of 40k, it's a flashlight.
It's bad. That's why they come not in pair of twos, but in pair of, well, several hundreds of thousands.
I think a squad of guardsmen is 12.
10.
Lore.
10 guys.
Is it 10? Okay.
It's 10 guys.
Oh yeah, it's 10 guys plus a sergeant and an optional commissar.
No, it's 10 guys. The
Like
sergeant is counted
in the lore, not in the tabletop.
In the lore, it's depending on the world where they hail from. Depending on the like stuff, it is 10. But the Cadian one is 10 guys. Well, basically 9 plus sergeant, and then if they have special unit special weapons, then one of the squad is the special weapons guy. Or if
So
they have
it's
heavy weapons, then
effectively
they have the
same
weapon
as-
team.
Yeah, it's effectively the same as Skitari, which is 9 Skitarias and then the alphas.
Yeah.
Well, 8 Skitarias, a sub alpha, and then alphas. Or then you have the. It depends again on the cohort.
Yeah.
But I think the most common one is effectively your sergeant is your sub alpha, but on the tabletop it's your alphas because too many models. Like I think an alpha is effectively a lieutenant, so he would command 5 squads, and then a sub alpha is your sergeant, so he would command a squad.
See, that's why you play cards. You actually get the LTs and stuff. It used to be better back in 5th and 4th edition. 5th edition, you because Guard got the new special rule that is orders, that you can actually give orders to your guys.
Yeah.
You'd had to go by the what is it? Like keep off. Hello. It's weird
Hello,
looking.
keep off.
I know. Keep off. I know.
Have you forgotten to change the game from City Skylines?
Yet again. No, it should say Space Engineers.
Oh my god. But yeah, we are getting a new Skitar. Like we're finally getting a Skitario's HQ, but the word around the block is that it's probably going to be an Alpha Primus, so it's like a proper HQ.
I haven't. It's correct one.
Okay, good.
I've done it properly this time.
I just wonder if it's going to be a named Alpha Primus. Probably not going to be a named Alpha Primus.
Oh yeah, that one. On Fridays I usually do some sort of As It Is Gala's challenge thingy, where you can suggest a challenge in the Discord, and then I try to take on the said challenge on next Friday. It's good fun to see me fail.
Next challenge, make Acid play City Skylines with a Guitar Hero controller.
Doable.
Probably. But yeah, I'm quite excited about the new Skitarius HQ.
So we have gathered Cheesy. Okay.
Will be a fancy man. A fancy boy in red, as they all are.
Unable to place. Why are you unable to place that?
What are you doing?
The other side was okay with it. Why are you not okay with it?
Why are you running? What are you doing?
I'm trying to place a thruster here, but it's
How
not.
are you doing? Why do you have the hinges?
I'm gonna place. Okay, we could have only one hinge. I'm gonna place. What is this? Solar panel on them.
Oh, did you by any chance place the hinges first on this side and place the thrusters first on the other side?
No. I placed the hinges first on both sides.
Then I do not know.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
be back to my realm
it's
of just making
probably
big
because
blocks.
this whole thing is moving and gyrating a bit, and that
Yeah,
the the factuality that the whole thing is a little bit crooked. And I fell down.
That could be it.
Yeah.
That may well be.
Yep, so there. That is out. It can't do that.
I will begin building the walls of the living quarters.
Beautiful. There we go. Figure this one out.
I just use these ones. That's the wrong bit. That's the right bit. There's going to be one, then we're going to have that and that. That and that and that. Okay, that should work. Methinks. Did I use these or did I use the portholes? Yeah, give me a second. I'll just place down the windows and then I'll try and remember if these are actually the windows I used. I can in a second.
Right. Do a good looking square about maybe. Keep off, sure. Let me show you.
I have no idea where the fucking My Dear Watson comes from. I haven't done anything related to
Sherlock.
What's his face? Sherlock in ages.
So this is our little rover that we got going on, and I'm gonna die. I didn't die! Yay! It's pretty big. I'm showing people out. So this is my guy, like the character model. Here. This is the size.
No, it's not. It should be tall enough.
The size of the tire that we got going on. So that is the size of our rover. Now I have to get back inside.
Oh, I left the cockpit. That's why nothing's working. There's a problem.
Push the button. Ah, there it is.
Reverse them down. We move the car. I think it's it was. Ooh.
There we go.
I'm trying not to break anything.
It's looking really good. She's been working on all the outside thingies to make them look pretty and actually just not being struts all over the place, but that they're actually like painted block, like full made blocks here.
I think that's
compared, for example, to a planet. No, it's not. We are on a planet.
Yes, this is a planet.
Yeah.
Out of several. That's even worse than it was.
Yeah. What did you do?
I can, but it's a bit iffy on occasion, being in third person.
Yeah.
If I do this.
So we have a little hangar here with the smaller rover. Oh shit! Up. You almost ran me over, mate.
Sorry, I can't really see.
It's fine. So yeah, with the smaller rover.
That's the wrong thing.
Then over here,
bang,
we would have our living quarters, right here.
A slightly tight fit.
This is the cockpit.
That actually looks pretty nice. The living quarters are coming along.
Yeah, they are. It's okay.
There we go.
Then we have a power engine room where there's 8 hydrogen engines producing power. To an ant.
There we go. It is connected.
Keep off your true. If we compare it to an ant, it's really small. Maybe it's just far away.
Basically, one of the
this is big
that we are using is 2.5 meters.
That's far away.
So it is a somewhat sizable vehicle.
And this is my incoming flyer whenever it's done, probably. So yeah, we got this going on, which is pretty good.
I will go and consult my solo efforts again, because I actually managed to make them look really good.
Right.
The windows in the solo world, so I will
still under construction.
I will consult my design again.
Yeah, everything right here is still work in progress.
Like that, okay.
As you can see, we don't have a proper roof. It's not painted or anything. So yeah, everything's under construction currently.
Yes.
But we're getting there. We're getting there. And like this hangar will be closed up on top as well. And everything, it just needs a couple of more things set up here and there. It should be okay. It should be okay.
It will be a car, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, That's true.
Well, I think at this stage it's more of a rover than a car because it's a tad big to be called a car.
It's not a car. I'm
No.
not even sure if we should even call it a rover because it's so fucking huge.
Keep off that would be doable. The problem there is that we are on a server, and the server we have is not super big.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have the RAM to actually support that, but it would be doable.
Yep.
Though, since blocks have gravity, landing that thing on a planet would probably be nigh on impossible.
Yeah. You just have to do like a bypass, like hover it above, and then put the ramp down and drive this one.
Like in theory, you could slap enough, what are they called, parachutes onto this thing to actually drop this from orbit.
That would be awesome.
In theory, that should work.
GC, when are we doing that?
But you would have to do the math on how many parachutes you need.
When are we doing it? Is my question. Because that is amazing. I need that in my life.
We can definitely try it.
Good.
No promises, but we can make an attempt.
An attempt was made.
Indeed. Basically, you can find the drag factor of a single parachute in the wiki, and then you can calculate it from there. Avoid that with Windows. Let's just stick with this for now. Yeah, we also had a few jump drives. I wish the reload didn't take that long.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
I'm still very sad that they have greatly limited my admin powers and I can no longer destroy entire worlds.
Because that's what this game is about.
Yes, like, you used to be able to delete anything as an admin. This included voxels, and the planets are made of voxels, so you could just one-click delete planets by accident. I believe the by accident is why they removed it. Because imagine trying to remove a ship or a block that's placed wrong in accident, you end up removing the entire planet.
Jeezy, keep off done us the math. It's at least 3.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I see.
Yep. At least 3. I think that's that's solid math there, I think.
That is math, definitely.
that is. Those are calculations. We need metal grids. Do we have any what is it?
We don't need that many bulletproof glasses.
Can we make metal grids, mate?
We can. I need like 40 of those windows, and then I'll cancel them.
Okay.
I accidentally made 1,000.
We don't have enough cobalt.
We do. It's just not transferring. Check the assembler if it's full of shit again.
Sure.
Chances are it's full of shit.
No, it's not. It's working.
Oh, fair enough. Then I stand corrected. Right, I need 6
It's
more
still
girders.
not producing.
How the hell did I not put all the girders in there? Which one are you trying to do? That is. Are we out of iron by any chance?
Probably.
That would be a yes. We are
Awesome.
indeed out of iron.
That's fun.
Unfortunate.
That's fun and games as always.
Do you mind moving the car forward
Sure.
a tad, so we can regain our mining procedures?
Is the drill turned off?
Yes, it is. What the hell happened? What happened to my girders? There was like 9 of them in there. What happened to them?
I have no idea. Didn't touch them.
I needed 6.
Okay,
4
time to get this
girders.
moving. Everybody strap in. Are you ready to go?
Yep.
Jova?
Let me make sure the drill is actually... Yeah, the drill appears to be attached. Punch it.
Punch Chewy.
Indeed.
There we go.
Yeah. We don't need to move that much. We just need to mine.
Do you want to try the rover outside?
We could. We could also possibly try and find an iron vein.
There's
Oh,
an
there's
iron-
vein right there.
Yeah.
Let's actually mine the iron vein instead of just stone. So try and get the arse end on the iron vein.
Yes. Oh no,
Oh,
the
no.
rover
Oh, no.
disconnected.
It's fine.
Fuck.
It's fine. We might probably be safer if we just slap a landing gear on it.
Yeah.
Like for moving it, like moving the big rover. I wonder why it disconnected.
Here we go. There's the iron.
It's not moving anywhere too critically.
Yeah, it's fast
Everything's
in other
fine.
worlds. Keep off. Yeah, that's true. In our second stream, we built like a stereotype? No. Like, what is it called? Prototype of this same thing. And we ended up, something happened, and suddenly the machine lost its speed limit. We set a limiter to it that it can only go that
80
fast.
kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
And it suddenly went like 200.
And then I ran it into a fucking mountain, so...
And then it exploded. Many things exploded in that procedure.
The entire... There's a clip of it.
Yeah. Back
Okay.
her up.
Beep! 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 Beep!
Stop. A bit forwards. Stop. That should do. Do we want to take the rover out before...
Just try it out.
Rover up?
Try it out.
Yeah.
I know, right? I'm gonna watch the spectacle happen.
The hangar door is opening.
The second button extends the things. There you go. No, it should be fine.
Jova, do you want to take her out?
Man, this thing is... Holy shit. This is a massive thing, to be honest.
It is really big. Like, if you wanted to run into this in real life. Okay, I can drive her out, and then I'll set the drill running once the hangar doors have been
Do you
closed.
want to drive her out, or should I?
You can drive her out.
Let me do this.
You are our driver thus far. You are
I'm the
designated
official driver.
It's probably handbraked. Yep.
This is scary.
Let's see if these tires are big enough, or if we actually needed the bigger tires to clear the gap of the door.
Do you know what you need? Does this have any gyros in it, Jova?
Nope.
No.
I am hearing lightning.
Me too.
So there is a sandstorm.
Let's see if
coming.
this is enough to clear that. 1, 2.
Oh.
Punch it.
Out of fuel. Yep. You went too far. I will not be part of this. I'm glad I watched this, but I refuse to be part of fixing it.
Sorry, Jova. Just a couple of pistons and it'd be fine.
Yeah. Oh no, something got hit.
Fuck.
There's a hole in the floor now.
Yeah. Actually crying. Why are you crying? It's still perfectly functional. I can fix this. I just need pistons, you know.
We really need a lightning conductor. Because lightning just punched a hole clean.
This happens every time.
As it can fix it, as it will fix it.
I will fix it, don't worry. It's okay. I'm wondering which way should I flip it? Thanks, Q.
Yes, Q. 10 out of 10. Would drive again. Would let acid drive again.
I'm sorry, okay? Didn't mean this to happen.
We have established the fact that acid is the one without the driver's license.
Yeah. Also, I'm still gonna drive this thing around.
Yep. There it is, a decoy. We must construct a gun turret. Sure. I will build a Gatling turret for us. For shits and giggles and other reasons.
Yes. Also raisins.
Because then we can make a decoy to actually function as a lightning rod. Oh, bollocks, we're out of iron,
There we go.
aren't we? We are
So
indeed
that
out
would
of
higher
iron.
as it texture. I just barely got her out of the hangar. It should be fine though. It should be fine.
We need to disassemble some stuff so we can, because now we can't use the drill because now the flipped rover is blocking the drill.
Just give me a moment here. God damn it.
Yeah. I'll
I
give you a
I, I need
moment.
I need steel tubes. Large
We
ones.
should have some. We have some.
I know
We
I
don't
went
have a
full
lot.
power. Jova, I'm sorry. I told you already I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to happen.
Power. We need grids, and then we can maybe make a lightning rod to hopefully rescue the vehicle.
Still I'm sorry. Didn't mean it to
Should be
happen.
enough iron.
There
I
we go.
am disassembling 100 steel plates so we get enough iron to make some grids so I can actually make a lightning rod.
Yep, that's good.
So that our car stops getting hit, because last time when the assemblers got hit that was a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, a bit. See, this is why you have
Insurance.
insurance, yes, and insurance as well as gyros on your thing.
Nah, if you clipped it, I think it should be fine if you can post a clip link.
It should be. You should be able to, yeah.
We have a gun turret, by the way. It has no ammunition because we have no magnesium, but we have a gun turret.
That's good. It works as a lightning rod.
Now I should be able to build a decoy. Yes, I can now build decoys. This is marvelous. Ooh, they need radio communication.
The drill got hit?
Components.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. This is bad.
Never mind me, I'm just working with the piston.
Oh, damn, yes, the drill did get hit. That can't be fixed. We are probably gonna have to weld or grind off most of the drill and rebuild it.
What? It can't be fixed? What do you mean?
No, because it's like actually cut off.
Oh, damn it, that sucks. That's gonna be that's just... Piston engineers? Yeah. That's basically how this game works. Something flips, you build a piston to turn it upright again.
Yeah, I'm building the lightning rod now, and then we can start fixing the damn drill.
Okay.
Acid, do you have the large steel tubes?
Yes, I have. Do you want them?
Can I have 2? I'm behind you.
Oh, yeah, sure. Give me one. How do I drop just 2?
You can split the stack somehow. I forget how. Yeah, that's why we're doing the lightning rod, so the storm stops punching holes in
Let's
the
just have all
ship
of them. There you go.
Our damn ship. I'm the captain now.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
There we go. The decoy has been built, so now we should be more or less safe. Oh yeah, we've gotten more lightning damage. Just think. Oh, that could have been bad. It just about missed the refinery. But that drill is a bit of a problem. I greatly dislike lightning storms, thunderstorms in this game.
Yep.
The good thing is that the rotors are still intact. I don't think I can put down a...
Jesus, could you bring the thingies back?
Conveyor to fix this. No, you can't put a conveyor to fix this. We'll need to weld off the drill, to grind off the drill and then put it back up. Rebuild it, one could even say.
We have the we can rebuild it. We have the technology.
This is true. We
yes,
do.
We
It's
most
just a
certainly
bit of
do.
a pain in the arse.
Yep.
on the old backside, so to speak.
Jeezy, I
Well,
need.
this gives Acid enough time to flip flip the rover while I
Oh, come
rebuild the
on.
drill.
I need the steel tubes now.
Which ones? The small ones or the big ones?
Big ones.
Oh, my
Maybe.
inventory
Just
is
give me a
full.
second here. Is it this one? It's this one, right? Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Right.
I'm okay.
We might want to dig some of that iron ore that's below us, like by hand.
Yep.
Okay. All of this is now repaired.
Is it this one?
I mean, we could have made a reinforced roof to prevent the storm punching holes clean through the ship, but that would have been more expensive than a lightning rod. I might still do that in the end. Control panel.
Understandable.
So we go advanced torture drill not in
Okay,
use.
this. We need to move that piston more.
Reverse. Oh, rotor lock off. And then we reverse it, and now it should be turning in the correct direction. I think. No, now it's going the wrong way.
Yeah, move the right one. That's good.
Now we reverse it.
Whee!
Should go to 0. If you can send it to the chat, send it to the chat. If not, if you're in the Discord, just pop it in the Discord. Should now go to the angle of 0. It has indeed. Everything's fine. We can fix this. I have no interior plates.
Neat.
Yeah, the rover didn't actually take any damage that much. It's just flipped. Minor inconvenience at best.
Yep. Jeezy.
Yeah.
Do we have any large steel tubes?
We have some. Don't use all of them because most of them are from the drill.
Okay, I'm gonna take 10. Damn it, this takes way too long. Why don't you have... That's weird. That is like really weird.
The drill will soon have been rebuilt. Everything's fine.
No, it's not. Just still struggling to flip this stupid thing around.
Well, in terms of the drill, everything's almost fine. So that's better than nothing.
Yep. One would hazard a guess that it is.
Having fixed our primary source of materials should be fine. Well, once it's actually fixed. Do tell Q. I feel like the bigger wheels may have saved the whole thing.
Yeah, gyro would have saved it.
Oh, a lot of energy.
Just saying.
Hurts. Yeah, you should probably throw a detector on it. And an antenna so we can find you.
Yep.
So that the home base, what shall we call this? The mothership can find you. No, that's dumb way of saying it. We're not calling this the mothership. Primarily because I don't want to.
Yep.
It's a dumb term. I believe we have now placed all of the large steel tubes that this thing is going to need. So now you're free to use the large steel tubes, except I have all of them. Mwahahaha.
It's probably drivable. We just need to...
Keep off, this is correct. The main problem was driving.
Hey, come on, seriously. Fine, it was.
I am free to judge as I did not drive it.
My reasoning behind this, I was gonna make sure that I can clean that gap that there is.
This is also true.
Yeah, so that's why I punched it all the way. So now we can just
Punch it, Chewie.
mine this thing underneath it.
If we keep saying punch it, Chewie enough many times, as it just might start talking like Chewbacca.
Close enough?
Did you know that one of the noises they used for the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park was tortoises having sex?
I know now. It's
I
probably
almost said that was
drivable.
one of the voices of Chewbacca, but that is wrong. They used it in Jurassic Park. It's still Lucas, so...
Java, clear the truck.
Clear the LZ. Okay, the drill
Yay!
has been fixed. I just now need to rename everything. Piston 901/whore. My piston is a whore.
What would you... The f...
901/.
Thank you, Joe. I knew I had it all in me, like, all the way.
Sorry, I'm talking to myself when I'm writing this. I'm making sure I actually write everything correctly.
What are you doing?
This is just...
Oh, the
I'm
scripts.
renaming everything for the script to recognize it. Okay, the drill should again be functional.
Keep up, come on. Only thing we need is some gyroscopes on this thing, and then it should be fine.
Yes, indeed.
Oops, not that one. That one can stay.
How make this 45? Is it going to explode? Nope.
Next thing we
Everything's
need
fine.
is someone to drive the big, drive the big truck just a little bit forwards.
Why?
Why? Because there's a huge fucking hole in front of it where the truck
Oh.
should go in.
Bollocks.
Just saying.
Yeah,
keep up. We should have left them in, to be honest. To be honest.
We may have a minor inconvenience.
Which is?
Which is we can't rotate the drill back to its place because it's stuck on something.
It's stuck on the... It's stuck on the hanger. Open that up.
No, it's not. It's stuck on something else.
Oh, interesting.
Fascinating. What is it stuck on? It's stuck on the landing. That's odd. It shouldn't get stuck on this, but apparently it does. If I remove this, will that fix it?
So now it has two
gyros
gyros on.
The landing gear for some reason. Let's see if I can now rotate it back to its place.
So now this thing should function quite well. Yep. I'm gonna take this out for a spin. Now that we have gyros as well.
Okay, now the landing. Now it goes to.
Holy crap! This thing turns snappily.
Put the landing gear back here once this has been rotated out. I am going to retract the hanger so the rover will remain outside for the time being. I'm just setting up the drill.
It's fine. It's fine. The rover seems to be pretty good. It's so. It's. Did you set a speed limit for this, Jova? Whee! Here we go.
Then we reverse that.
I just.
Landing gear back.
Jova, I love the design. It's small, snappy, and it moves really fast, and that's all that we need for it to do because it's a reconnaissance vehicle.
It has one problem.
I'm driving it.
Needs more Dakar.
That's true.
This is the only problem we have. Needs more Dakar.
There is no such thing as enough Dakar. And here I can give you a small size comparison. This is me. That's the small rover, and then we have the big boy behind it. I really love the design, though.
Acid showing off his size on the stream is questionable.
It's not. It was just a comparison, my friend. Just a comparison.
The drill should now be mining iron once it actually reaches ground. Let's make sure everything works again.
Yeah.
Everything does appear to be working. This is great. Did I fix that? I fixed that.
Could we, Jova,
Did I?
possibly add 2 seeds
Okay.
here? Do you think?
We should have the technology. We might actually be too far forwards for the iron. Yes, I do believe we are too far forwards.
Good.
I will have to move the large rover whilst the drill is in motion. This will be interesting.
Oh god.
I could
Yeah,
stop
maybe
the
2
drill.
seats on the back, like behind the batteries, which is the interior plates. Oh god, that's terrifying.
Mm,
Seeing the big
yeah,
wheels just spin
that
like
looks like
right
it's gonna
next to
be
you.
fine. Actually, let's go a little bit
Oh
forward
fuck.
and stop it there. That should be fine.
What you add
There we
here?
are. Nothing exploded.
That's neat. Ah, ore detectors. Oh, that's
Yes.
smart.
Right. We should now be in position to, once the drill has reached ground level, hopefully it will go deep down enough for the iron. I'm going to harvest the little rocks you broke off with the rover, so
Thanks.
nothing ventured, nothing wasted is what I was going for there. We shall
Okay.
not waste the resources. And now I may proceed welding things again. I'll also move the antenna from within the living quarters.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll probably make some kind of a fancy antenna array at some point that will also house the lightning rod, because that's smart, have all of our communications next to the lightning rod.
Yeah, that's smart.
Nothing could ever go wrong with that plan.
Never, ever. Why would it go wrong? What could possibly go wrong?
Indeed.
Okay, let's
My
drive
thoughts
this
exactly.
back to the
Oh
front.
yeah, I never built this. I still need the 4 girders.
Rom.
No, I need 6 girders, not 4. That should do. The primary walls of the living quarters are coming along nicely.
Why did I drive
I
this
still need to
here?
build-
That
Still
was
need to
stupid.
build the airlock around the entrance.
Yep.
And other things, but at least the walls are getting there.
Give me a moment.
Give me a second.
It's on the other side, of
Rover.
course. Of course it is.
I will share this with you. There you go. Now you should have it.
Are we now on the correct side? I'm not too
Chances are
sure.
we're not.
Yes, we are.
Oh,
Awesome.
there's a block missing from there. I do believe there was a lightning damage block missing from there. Hmm.
Oh, the only thing I was like missing was the lift back up because I need some resources.
Yeah, we have a lift even. We made a lift.
This is really cool.
That was completely and utterly pointless. Marvelous. Actually, it may not have been. I'm experimenting. I'm trying to move the ladder a little bit because it's kind of in the middle of the floor right now.
That's fine.
Now that should not cut the lift off. Emphasis on should.
Probably. Maybe. Why did I jump? It's gonna hurt my legs.
Yes, that appears to be more or less fine.
That
Everything's fine.
What are you doing? Again?
I'm experimenting.
Right. Because this is not a like dangerous place to keep your feet.
Jova, I tried to share
That's
the
fine.
thing. Did it not share?
Antenna. Yeah, sure. What do I need for
Okay.
antennae?
At present, the only way to get up to the living quarters deck is by flight. This will be remedied soon.
Is it called just an antenna?
I think it's called just an antenna. Oh, you lowered the lift. I was wondering what happened to the lift.
There's a
I thought
laser
it was
antenna,
lowered.
and a beacon, and an ore detector. Is it the laser
Huh.
antenna?
No, it's not. We haven't built a... What the hell? We have an antenna. Why do we not have the tech? Did we just spawn in the antenna?
I don't know.
We may actually have, because this is the created version, because the bug broke the old one.
Yeah.
We may
Okay.
have just spawned in the antenna. So we... Actually, you need to build a beacon first.
Okay.
My bad. We have actually cheated. Oh no.
No.
Whatever shall we do? We haven't really cheated because you can just get the beacon tech from the lander.
No.
I need one of these thrown in there.
Steel plates.
Oh, I need more girders. Damn it.
We don't need 100 of these. 10
No,
should
we
be
don't.
fine.
They are really expensive.
Yeah. But keep off, you need a gyroscope in these things. It helps the driving a lot. Especially
it will
in
help
high
your vehicle
speeds.
gyrate.
Yeah. And it gives you the needed control when it's actually flying, when you accidentally or meaningfully.
Or purposefully.
Or purposefully, yes.
Yes, it is useful even on a rover because they have a tendency of going flying or flipping over. Okay, there is once again a ladder to the top decks, aka the living quarters, or what will be the living quarters. Right. I have now built windows and walls for the living quarters. Now I will try and set up the... What is it called? Airlock.
Just fix this one. Yay! Is the beacon enough on the thing? I'm gonna leave the beacon on the thing.
Yeah, the beacon works. It just takes more energy than
Yeah, I'm gonna delete it.
Thing.
Now we have antenna.
But it effectively works.
Now we have an antenna.
But you can't remote control with a beacon like you can with an antenna. I am currently constructing an airlock.
How quaint.
No, that's not a problem. Everything's fine.
The little rover has an antenna now. It's beautiful.
Good.
It has 2 gyros.
These are only functional. Damn it.
Yeah, it's looking mighty fine.
Right?
Joe, you want to go for a ride? Yeah, you need to name it. What shall we call it?
Yeah, the big ship also needs a name. It's gonna come a bit far.
Steve? Really?
No.
Steve? No. Not this time. Not this time. I had to keep... I understand, mate. I understand.
We'll just use the boring old doors. Damn it. It's fine. Use these things for because these are the best ones to create an airlock with.
No. What are you working on?
I'm building an airlock.
Nice. That's neat. Oh boy, it's actually...
Because isn't the whole idea that we are eventually going to turn this into a starship?
It's called BB. I love it.
Oh, that's I was supposed to say that's cute, but I just utterly lost the word there.
Steve is good. Steve is really good.
We're using the...
Hop on in. Let's go.
The airlock is going to work as a wall separating 2 sections of the living quarters.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's going to be simply because it's going to be very
Sounds
big.
BB sounds good to me. Good to me as well. Let's go.
Oh, that's a problem.
Rom.
We need to have them this way. Right. That's correct. That's wrong.
Let's try to find silver. That's the main goal here.
We have silver. We need gold.
Oh yeah, we need gold. So gold it is.
silver we have indeed obtained. Yes, that's good.
I got an unknown signal that way though. Let's
Go
go.
check it out and get a skin.
Get a skins.
Okay, the landing gear, the what is it called? Air.
This why I
is
wanted the
actually
gyros.
looking reasonable. Okay, so this is gonna be the airlock. I actually hadn't planned the interior at all in creative, so I don't know what's supposed to go where. So this is
Man, this turns like
the structure of the living quarters will be slightly more organic because it
Right.
hasn't been planned out. I'm just building things where they fit pretty much.
that's ice.
Still quite
We managed to find ice again.
We are currently not in dire need of ice.
It's fine, it's fine. I should have. I asked is there gyros on it, and you said no, and I just didn't like.
Think.
I got a badge. Yeah, I didn't think.
Yeah, I'm getting the badger stuff as well. It looks pretty nice. I got the helmet already. I think I've got like 3 pieces of it.
And then we cannibalized the little thing. Big one, Gouda. Yes, yes. Totem Gouda. That's beautiful.
Yes, we shall name it Gouda. This is marvelous.
Gouda.
Did you know that you can use Gouda as a cannonball?
I do now.
It is a hard enough cheese.
Oh God.
But basically, the idea is there is an old naval legend that there was a battle between I want to say it was the British and the French, and the British ran out of cannonballs, so they fired cheese out of their cannons and actually managed to damage the French sails enough to escape.
So I got another signal, but it's 82 clicks away. I don't think we're going there.
That should be in. No, it's not actually in space. It is on this planet.
It's on the
This is
planet.
a
It's just
large planet.
far away.
Yeah,
So
a tad of a long distance. Not unachievable, but a bit long.
yeah, I'm not gonna go there with this one.
Long
boy.
The longest of boys.
I think you need to build an. Does it have an antenna?
It does.
What is it called?
Currently just an antenna, I believe. I'm not sure of the range of the antenna, though. It could be too little. Let me check. Antenna. It has a 5-kilometer range. I have boosted it up to 50, and I will rename it Gouda.
Lovely.
How can I not use a capital G? There we go.
So I'm going like increasing circles around the rover.
Yeah, I can see you
around
in the distance.
Yeah,
I'm currently standing on the bridge.
Whee! Okay. Will you stand on the bridge and sing that pirates are all we can be?
No.
Are we the pirates of the Sand Sea?
Technically, we would be pirates if we were to commandeer something on another planet.
Yep. Well, we found cobalt, but we don't need cobalt right now.
Not presently, no.
Okay. Man, this thing turns fast.
It does seem like a very, very capable little rover.
It will. It will.
Yeah, it should be able to get back on board easy enough.
There's my respawn pod is 18 clicks that way.
You could have thrown in the exhaust pipes and actually make it have exhaust pipes would have looked cool.
Yeah.
But it can still be done later on. My airlock's coming along nicely. It is starting to look quite dapper.
Here we go.
I believe that is a word the young and hip people use.
Yes, that's what the kids nowadays use.
Indeed.
Oh, we find another iron.
Should
I mark it? Right, let's mark the iron.
Yeah, we probably can.
It was somewhere here.
I then needed a few more displays, and then the airlock will indeed be finished. There you go. I have constructed us a fully functioning airlock.
Lovely.
Well, now it's fully functioning. Which is sort of pointless at this stage, as half of it is exposed to the elements, but it's there.
Let me just...
For example, it has no roof, which is somewhat detrimental.
There it is, you can copy that.
Yep. I am the navigator, effectively.
Yeah. And the silicon next to it, so we'll find both.
Yep. We need magnesium and gold. I am not seeing how fast acid is going. I refuse to be part of this.
37 meters per second.
So around 100 kilometers an hour. I think 36 is 100 and... Yeah, 36 kilometers an hour is 100... No, 36 meters a second.
Fuck!
Is 100 kilometers an hour. What happened?
Something blew up.
So something went wrong. What a surprise.
The car still drives. What did blow up? What was there?
How did I...
There was a rock after a jump, so...
Ah.
It's the moment with space bullets. But the car still runs, so... I don't think we lost that much.
Sounds fine.
We didn't lose anything. And it still drives as well. More iron.
Damn, that thing thick, boy. I'm grinding away the antenna.
Right.
Because I will move it to the roof. Holy shit, the radio communication components are big.
They are a lot. They require a lot of things, yes.
No,
it doesn't...
like in your inventory they are fairly sizable.
It doesn't seem like there's any silver on the map at all.
There is gold somewhere. It's a dirty great big planet. We just might have to move further to find it.
Right. I'm coming towards a mountain range. Oh.
The drill has yet to reach iron, but it has found different colored rocks.
That is weird.
Like, it hasn't reached the iron yet. Fuel, critical. Oh no, ow.
More ice. Nothing worthwhile there.
That was unfortunate.
There we go.
I may have fallen to my death.
Why have you fallen to your death, mate?
It felt like a good idea.
Okay.
At the time.
Well, sure. What are we looking for, silver or gold?
Gold. We have silver. We need gold for superconductors.
We have silver?
Yes, we do.
Where?
This is the whole reason why we built the entire big refinery, so we could actually refine the silver.
Oh. Right. That's weird.
We have now refined all of the ice we had.
That's smart.
All of the tanks are roughly halfway full.
Let's just climb up this thing. Let's see how far this little beast can take us. I think this is the extent of how far we can go with it. No, I think we can still get further in up through here.
Okay, I will go and place
down this is weird.
Antenna. Rather, replace down the antenna as it was removed. For the way of progress.
And this is the other reason why you keep gyros, so you can, well, do this.
I may have placed the antenna in a very precarious position in terms of takeoff and landing for the avionics eventually once we get them there.
Why did you do that?
Felt like a good idea. That was a nice place for it to fit. We can move it later if need to.
Sure. Question, why can't I see the antenna? that you placed down?
Because I broke it.
Oh.
It's not finished yet. This is why.
Keep off. I would love to save. Sadly, this is a multiplayer server, so
Yes, there is no saves coming.
there is only
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only failure.
there's only admins coming. I'm not gonna drive on a fucking. What is that?
The antenna has been built. I will boost its range so you can see us from very far away.
Well, why? Why is that? I'm not willing to drive in a sandstorm. We're driving, like, trying to run away a sandstorm that's right behind us. I would love to show you people it. Okay, we didn't. It catched us. Just a second.
Oh, we have actually produced all of the steel plates I ordered. Impressive.
Ah, yeah, Java. Well, that'll explain it. Most definitely. I always build like 2 to 4 gyros on all my rovers just because of that they don't crash.
I believe the sandstorm.
We got ice and nickel. Should I mark nickel?
No, we don't really use that much nickel, and nickel is one of the materials you get from stone.
Yeah.
Since we don't use it that much, we have a fairly large excess of nickel at this stage.
Right. Let's hope I don't crash into anything else. And silicon. Yeah, there was silicon as well. But we can get silicon from
yeah.
From the
What
stone
we need
itself.
is magnesium and gold.
Yeah. There's home. I can see home now. More ice. And I thought ice was hard to come by on this planet.
It was supposed to be.
It's not.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, it's everywhere basically.
Bloody everywhere it is. Well, comparatively to something like an ice planet, it's still hard to come by. But
well, yeah, but we found our very
more extreme example.
Where's home? There's home. Okay. We are back home.
This is good.
It's
time. To come and check the upstairs, like the living quarters bit through the airlock.
How long till the drill is done? Oh, there's spiders here. Shit.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Oh.
But they don't mind us since we're in a vehicle.
Interesting.
Oh, now I'm running over one.
Oh, yeah, there are spiders.
Whee!
Intriguing.
I'm having good fun with them. I'm running over them.
I'm not coming down. I am
unarmed.
Don't. I'm very squishy and very fleshy.
We are killing them with the small rover. I'm just basically running them over. A whole lot of spiders, yeah.
Spooders.
Spooder boys. Oh, they're dead. They're gone. Not here anymore. I guess we interrupted there something. So, Jova, what broke? Like there in the middle. What was there?
Oh, that's why I can only hold this much. I see.
Well, the rover drill is a lot bigger. It's not that big, to be honest. Yeah, the mother rover drill is not that...
It's around 5 meters in height, the drill bit.
Yeah, just that piece.
In real life, it's like the size of your average car.
It was a battery?
Broke.
Well, one of the batteries broke. Gladly, we have 2 more. Well, that can be easily fixed whenever we get back to the mother rover, the Goda. MVC Goda.
We have a roof
Gouda.
on the living quarters.
That is cool.
Built a roof.
Good for you.
Could you? And Acid have been gallivanting around. I built a roof.
Hey, we were trying to find gold with.
This is true. We need gold for stuff.
Yeah. So next thing to do is to see.
I cannot lower the ramp.
What?
I can't lower the ramp. The drill is still drilling. It has actually reached the iron.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
We are getting a lot of iron from this, which will be good.
That is.
Gallivanting is a verb.
Yep.
It is the same as almost the same as frolicking, but
Almost.
with a bit more purpose.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but a bit more
The
purpose.
gallivanting, the purpose especially is to attract the attention of affectionate party. So, who pushed me into the fucking hole? You ass! Now I'm at the hole with the drill. I'm gonna break the drill, you know.
Don't break the drill. You can get out of there. You can fly.
I can't fly. I don't have any fuel left.
Oh, that sounds like a you problem. Give me a second.
It's fine. I can drill myself out. The
I was
mining.
gonna drop you a bottle, but sure.
I can just drill myself out.
We go to weld this.
There we go.
There are unwelded bits of the car.
That's a big grave. Yes, that is a big grave.
It's a bit more than 6 feet under.
Yeah. A bit more, a tad more.
Just a smidgen.
I'm gonna go
Almost
just
like a
nearby
tadpole,
the lift.
tadpole.
Joe, that's all.
Damn, I almost died.
So
you
if you wanna
can't lower the ramp until the
join
drill
me.
is done, and then you have to preferably avoid the drill hole.
What do you mean, preferably? Fuck it. Straight in there.
I believe it would be a slightly frivolous endeavor to try and dig the car out of the hole if we actually manage to drive it in.
That's true.
I have charged for my survival kit from the words I can't speak anymore. I
Don't
use too many
speak.
fancy words and I can't speak.
I know what you're thinking. Why are these pistons here? Oh yeah, if we need to.
So that we can lift the whole thing if a tire breaks.
Yeah, that's true.
I believe that was the initial idea.
Yeah, that was the initial idea. No, the initial idea was to add an extra tire there. So.
Yeah, as it do you want to climb up and experience the air lock? Yes, that's the word. Airlock I have created.
I have to experience the airlock? Seriously?
Yes, I made it pretty. Well, it's not super pretty.
I'm ready to be swooned off my feet. Swooped off my feet? Airlock. I love that when you climb up, you see this beautiful, like, hole on the side of the ship.
It's a window.
Yeah, exactly, hole.
Also, there are windows to the side.
That's neat that it's aligned. I love it.
I'm apparently very quiet compared to.
That's cool. Oh, that's weird.
Then we have the.
Let me figure this out. Is that better? Say something.
Hello.
That should be better, right?
Something dark side. Fucking love Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken is the best.
I wish I was as funny.
Oh boy, this is actually pretty good. This is really cool. I love the windows to the airlock as well.
Yeah, there are similar windows like to the outside world across the. I will add lights. Don't worry, it's not done yet. No. This is but the first taste of my interior design.
Beautiful.
I have now become the interior designer.
The destroyer of what?
Feng Shui. So I think that's a word they use in interior design. I'm not sure.
Something like that. Yeah. So I've heard.
Yes, they use some weird Asiatic. What are they called? Like inner powers to determine whether or not a room is pleasant. I think.
Something has hit my.
I know very little about interior design. If you can't tell.
It's okay. I bet they don't know themselves as well.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I know that there's that one. I think she's Japanese lady who does this does not spark joy. I have no idea what she's talking about.
Marie Kondo. Marie Kondo.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's not interior design.
Okay.
It's just a life advice life thing is what it's called. I don't know. Just a second. What? Cleaning.
I believe Hero. Cleaning. Has Hero returned?
Hero has returned. She just went out for a walk.
I just knew it had something to do with clutter, so.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we have a slightly nicer view out of the windows because it's not quite so obstructed looking downwards.
Oh, yes, that's beautiful. Jeez, this is actually pretty damn cool. I love the look
I
of this.
told you I did test this out on my own to actually
Yeah,
make it
this
look
is
half
really neat.
decent. Then we
So how
effectively
about the
have
drill?
one
Should
room
we stop
here.
the drill? I want to try to get the rover back on. Or the car.
Once we've through the iron, because we are out of iron and we are currently in a good position to dig it, so I think we should probably let the drill dig
Right,
its
okay.
iron, because I think it's getting there.
9 out of 10 at least? At least.
I should probably move the drill controls upstairs. It is
Probably.
5 minutes from completion.
Yep.
But I think it updates like every 5 minutes, so it could be a minute from completion.
Yeah.
The main idea is we want the iron, because iron is very valuable as a basic resource.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
Well,
effectively now have 2 rooms divided by the airlock. I was thinking we could do the like sleeping quarters in the front.
then I'm gonna go
This
back
still
fixing the...
needs fulfillment. That's not a word. It's a word, but not in this context.
Yep.
There's still a hole, like a stripe going up the front.
Yeah, it's fine.
What was
You
I
could put
doing?
some
Oh,
windows
yeah, I
there,
was
you
gonna
know?
put this.
Just glass wall, glass floor.
I'm gonna do some kind of
Maybe.
like a viewing platform
Maybe.
for the front, but I'm not exactly sure what yet. Also, this thing
Okay.
still needs paint, because everything is very grey. Like, I'm considering maybe doing a door and then a bit of a catwalk, like terrace.
Okay.
Right?
Sounds
Terrace,
interesting.
that's a word. I just pronounced it very oddly.
Terrage.
I have no idea why I pronounce it like that.
Large steel tubes. Okay, I just need large steel tubes
Yeah.
now and
And then we
mortars.
can have 2 rooms, which I don't think I want to separate. No, I want to keep this. It's spacious, but the cockpit will be separated with another airlock because it has a lot of glass that can break.
Spacious, seriously?
Yes. We're not in space yet. I'm allowed to make... Well, it's not a pun since we're not in space, so I'm allowed to use it.
Okay.
Okay, then I need to close this off. I might continue with the windows. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will indeed. So I was thinking we'd make this into like split it into a medical bay and something else.
Okay, which
and
one?
Then we'd have the
this area?
Yeah, this area,
Yeah.
like controls medical bay for the like controls the drill and stuff like that. This is gonna be the sleepy bit where we
Yep.
sleep, and then in the cockpit there's gonna be I'm gonna put some navigational scripts running and stuff like that
Yeah,
to
that's
make it
cool.
look all fancy and stuff.
That should be okay. Why am I stuck again?
And I believe these can be angled. Can they? They can indeed. Which will make it look a little less blocky if they're angled.
Right.
Yeah. Looks nicer already, and there's going to be a door like here. An airlock door blocking access.
Right.
Marvelous.
Can you attach thrusters to the what are they called? Come on, it's not that difficult. To solar panels.
Yes.
Underneath them.
No.
I think you can.
Not underneath them.
At the ends.
They need a thruster needs a connection point on the side.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Which
So
is
then
the
I have to.
only limiting factor.
Yeah,
Otherwise
it's okay.
you can shove them just wherever willy-nilly.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need another window. Well, I need multiple windows, but I also need some girders. I need a lot more girders. To plonk down some fancy windows and stuff. That's not girders, that's girders. There we are. I think one more window should do.
Come on, what do we need? Steel plates. That's all. That's what I need.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fine.
Is it?
I'm going to move the solar panels eventually, so yes, this should be fine. I think. Yeah, I'll move the solar panels now while we are producing the stuff for the windows. Sounds like a good idea.
Windows.
Oh, balls.
What?
Oh, that's a lot of iron.
How much iron do we have now? And why is it almost too
290
much?
tons of iron ore.
Good God. That's a couple of.
That may be a tad much.
attachment.
It's fine. We'll need it eventually. Oh, are both of the cargo containers full? If so, that could be a
beautiful.
slight bother.
Love
Hi,
it!
Lawford.
Hi!
We were talking about your absence earlier. How has life treated you, good sir?
Why is this thing sparkling?
Which one?
The whatever that is. I don't know. Whatever.
Where are you?
At the flyer.
It's probably broken if it's sparkling. What is sparking? Oh, that thing. It's hitting something.
I don't know what.
It's hitting the thrusters.
Why?
Because it's slightly wider than one block.
Oh, god damn it, seriously.
Yeah, Lawford, I can understand.
Work,
Especially
sleep,
the sleep part. I am not very keen on work myself.
You're allergic to it.
I'm having really hard time readjusting to the old university life after my sick leave. I actually have to do things, and it feels awful. I can't just laze around and play video games all day long anymore, and it is very sad. Sad times were had by all, mostly me.
Mostly you, you poor little bastard.
Yes. Like, I had 2 months of sick leave, and now I actually have to do things again, and it feels sad. I very much enjoyed my sick leave. Like, sick leave is at its finest when you're not actually sick. Or, like, you are sick, but not sick enough that you can't do stuff. Like I was. The first month after the surgery was pretty bad.
Oh.
After that, I was more or less a fully functioning human being, as far as I can go. And then I was pretty fine. Like, I obviously still only could use the computer in small intervals.
Yep.
But I could at
Which
least
is the
play video games.
most harrowing part of this tale.
Yeah, imagine, I could not just play all day long.
How rude. Cheesy, do you know what else do we need up here?
To tell.
Way to charge our hydrogen.
Yes, we do. I'm aware of this. That's why there's going to be a medical bay.
Neat.
That was sort of the whole idea of the med bay.
Yeah.
We are currently not running any solar panels, just as a heads up, so... I think the hydrogen thrusters are running.
I think so.
I think. Not the thrusters, what are they called? Things.
Engines, yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
I believe they are producing power at present time.
Keep off. Hey, thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you tomorrow morning again. Right?
It was enjoyable having you, good sir.
It was great having you.
Should not assume in the year of our Lord. What? Is it 2021? Yes.
It's 2021. Good job, Cheesy. You'll get there eventually, mate.
Yes, since I've been playing the Digimon, I'm like in the 90s now. And it's horrible. I'm reliving the 90s and I'm not enjoying it.
Why not?
No, not my cup of tea, really.
Oh. Well. Let me just find the other hinge as well. We're gonna give that velocity of 1.
I currently have no blueprints, sadly, because I had to buy a completely new computer at the start of the year, and I lost all of my 800 hours worth of Space Engineers blueprints. Sorry. I'm kind of currently holding off on building battleships, because I'll be doing a stream series once eventually the combat update drops. I hope that answers your question on Epic Gamer, and welcome to the stream. I've actually noticed that I've started using a lot more fancier words now that I stream and actually use English again on a daily basis.
Yep. It's good fun.
Fancy words are fun.
Hinge 8, so...
Oh, damn it. It's full again.
There we go.
Yeah, I can probably do it like this. There we go. That will function just fine. Everything is fine and dandy. Until something explodes. Indeed, and dandy. Until something explodes inadvertently.
Yeah. It's
Because
always
things
fun
in
when
these
get something
streams have a
explodes.
tendency of exploding.
Hey, I take it personally, you know.
I did not call out any names for the cause of said explosions. To be honest, I'm probably the most common reason of explosions because I'm the one fiddling around with.
Why is it
pistons and
unable to
stuff.
place it there?
I'll come and have a look in a second.
Ah, damn it. Also, the whole goddamn thing is just...
I believe there's a little cat breaking into this room.
Not the little cat.
There is indeed.
Hello,
I'm
cat.
gonna break my ankles first.
Sounds like a bad time, but do go on.
Yeah. Well, you basically just... The gravity on this world is so high that it's... Just basically breaks everything when you fall down.
Why is it? 1.2 Gs. I feel like they've improved, like, made that stronger. I think it was like 1.1.
Q, you
Like
gotta go?
you.
Thanks for coming.
Enjoy your rest of the evening.
I think we should start quitting this as well. Just let's try to get
Yeah.
the small boy back home as well.
Yeah, I want to try and get the living quarters walls done. I'll check the drill. It won't take. We already have all the materials. ETA 1 minute. So we should be done in a second, and I'll just construct the walls. Right. So what's going to be here? There's obviously going to be another airlock door there, blocking all of that off, and I think there's going to be another door here reaching to the engine bay, and then we are going to have a shared access there. Yes, I think so. And then we can have another door coming to the engine bay from there. Yep, that sounds good. Sounds about right. And then we have one door here. So next time, I can actually start filling the interior
Neat.
with stuff and things.
No, not the things. Anything but
Okay,
the
so now
things.
now there is 2 separate accesses to the one directly to the engine bay, and one to the area above the ground hangar and directly next to the air hangar.
God fucking damn it! I hate this. I fucking hate this.
I believe our friend Acid may have fallen to his death.
Ah, no. I just fell down. I didn't even have to...
I
The
do
game
believe we
wasn't
have
gracious enough to
one
kill me.
hydrogen tank. Do we have a bottle?
I wish we did.
I think we do, because I have
Yeah.
one and we had 2 earlier.
Come on, let me in.
Come on.
God damn it.
I think we can order a bottle. I have finished with the walls, by the way, so if you do want to do the spiel, we may start calling
Let's
the
get
stream.
the small thing in first.
I'm building a few backup hydrogen bottles. The drill, still saying ETA 1 minute. It's a long-ass minute. Oh, it's just about finishing. Okay, I see. Is it stuck? Oh, damn it. I ran out of fuel. I will actually have to use the elevator once.
That is just awful.
Almost got squished by it.
Well, these things happen.
Ah. Oh, Jova, go on. Damn it. I wasn't fast enough pressing the button. We are ascending with the elevator. We have ascended. I went the wrong way. Should probably put a railing here. That might be a smart idea. Oh yeah, of course my fuel is low because damn it. Just put away my
So
damn
Cheesy,
bottle.
come when you have the time, come check out the
Yes, sorry, I will come in a second.
Yeah. Take your time.
Where the... What the hell? I'm certain I had one that was actually filled. What happened to it? Now it's filled. Now I can fly again. I believe I can fly. Oh,
Do you?
hello?
Hi?
My controls just got inverted for some reason. That was
Well,
odd.
these things happen.
I know the drill is not stuck. It is. I think it. No, it may be stuck. Is it stuck? Yes, it was stuck. If the drill is actually done, it's just trying to reverse, but it gets stuck on the ground for some reason. Hasn't dug a very neat channel this time. Trying to get the drill home, and then we can move the large rover and get the small one in.
What do you think, Jova?
Appears to now be. What did you do? Where Arthur though?
Oh, I'm at the hangar.
Yeah, looks nice. I believe these are like flippable to the
Yeah,
sides. That
yeah,
looks nice.
they're flippable to size. I was thinking
Yeah.
that if we can, we could attach. Yeah, I have to build like a strut going underneath this, and then attach
Yeah.
these thrusters on the sides as well, like pointing forwards and backwards. So now it has upwards thrust, or it's going to be upwards thrust underneath at the joint point, as you can see on that side, and then put the turbines on top of the wings as well.
If you want to put them on the wings, you are going to have to need some scripts because they are on a different grid.
Are they?
Yes, because they are.
Oh, that's true.
It's a joint, but that is a very simple script that you just knock on in and it should work immediately.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to
I
let
can
you do
the
the script
scripting bit.
thing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that would be really cool. So you go up, you flip the wings, and then you can go forwards.
Yeah.
Or
So
you can
kind of
basically
like the
go
S-foils
forwards.
on an X-wing.
Yeah, but basically you can go still forwards even though they're flipped upwards. But
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Indeed, sounds like a good idea. Right.
And it fits here. The ship is really small though. Let's get the little one in and then call the.
I'll just make sure the drill has reached this position, and then we can call it. Yes, the drill has indeed reached its position. Let me draw it in.
I'm gonna watch from here.
The
sun is setting. Cheesy, hurry! The sun is setting. We need the little BB in.
I am hurrying. Suit energy low.
This is so cool. Bonk.
And then we do the landing gear. Lock. And then we turn it off so it doesn't get... Yep. There we go. Let me just... Oh yeah, we can't just fly into the living quarters anymore from the side.
Yep.
This is right. I actually made it now. It's a structure.
Yep. We are
Next
waiting.
time I'm gonna add some lights. Yes, I know. I am in the cockpit now.
Okay, Jova, get in. Let's go.
She's getting a tad heavy. We might start to add some power to the wheels.
Yeah.
Right. I will go and lower the ramp for you.
Thank you. I really wish the ramp should be longer. But there is no way to make it longer with... It's because it's so steep.
It is so Steve. No.
Also Steve. Speed fix.
Power and speed fix many things. Indeed, they do.
Okay, let's try it.
That is a nice, like, against the sunset. A nice view is what I was going to say there, but I, for some reason, cut my sentence short.
Whee! We're in!
Yep, now just need to set it up in a way that the connector lines up with the roof connector, then lift her up with the pistons. That should... A bit forward, a bit forward. A bit more. A bit more. That should be it. Lift her up. Yes, and now connect the connector. Yeah. Looking dapper as all hell.
that that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Like, come
That
on.
is pretty good. To be honest, we could fit 2 of these things, these small things here.
We could. We could very well. Right.
That's really cool.
I believe we have fulfilled our plans for the day. So shall we spiel?
We can spiely boys.
Yes.
I'm gonna try the big thing now.
I'm still welding things on the big thing, or rather, I'm placing them down because otherwise I will forget.
I'm gonna go try the big thing.
I forgot to change 2 blocks, so I will forget if I don't do it now. Right. So hello everyone.
Hi.
We have been half of our little streaming group known as the Ministry. I don't have a welder.
You should have.
And this has been some space engineers on our community server that you too can join by either becoming a regular viewer and chatter or by subscribing to one of the Ministry channels.
Yep.
Shameless plug.
Yep.
That wasn't even a plug.
It wasn't even a plug. It's the point of the spiel.
Yes. Hi everyone.
Hi.
I'm Cheese.
He's Cheese.
And today I have been joined by my good friend and compatriot Acid.
Hi everyone. Hello.
We do this series every Mondays.
Yep. Every Mondays.
Every Mondays at 5 p.m. at GMT. We tried to start out that time, but yeah, changes are known to have happened. Other things I do is on Tuesdays and Fridays I play some Digimon World from 1999, and probably gonna start playing some Digimon World 2 as we're coming to the end of the original.
What, already?
And this is yes.
Dude.
I mean, I've played it for like 50 hours for one playthrough. And the next big thing on the channel, since the Digimon Worlds are there just to fill space, will be Neo 2 starting from the 5th of February. And then we have group stream days, which should be Divinity Original Sin 2, but sadly one of our members is still in the hospital after coming down with a very gnarly case of pneumonia.
Yep.
So we are currently, I think, doing Don't Starve together.
Yeah, Don't Starve together. It's good. It's good.
As a group game on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Yogo.
Hi everyone, I'm Acid. I play City Skylines every day except Saturdays and Sundays, starting at 11 nowadays. 11 a.m. UTC. I'm not gonna go that way. There's way too much stuff that way.
Let's just try and climb the plateau. Hello, Zenolf.
Hi, Zen.
We could try and reach the plateau.
Up there?
Do it. Yeah.
Okay, let's try.
Do proceed.
No, I'm trying to circumnavigate a tree here.
Yeah, if you like what we do and like what you heard, please consider hitting the follow button to help the channel you are watching it grow. If you want to be a member of the community, there is a Discord join link in both streams' description, as far as at least mine is, and there you can also gain it by typing the chat command !Discord.
Yeah. Jeez, are you sure you want to try to reach that plateau? I went there quite far there, and it's a bit pretty steep.
Let me have a look-see. I'm a fly there. It's not too bad. Yeah, it looks nice. You can climb up.
Straightforward?
Yep. I have Zenolf. There are no major obstacles in the way. So yes, you may proceed with the climb. You might have to add some friction because this baby is a bit heavy.
You don't say.
Yeah.
We're stuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go throw in some more friction.
Right. It brings up. Yeah, I bet City Skylines. We've been working on.
We are now at 100% friction.
Thank you.
So yes, as it plays City Skylines.
We've been working on a new map. Well, it's an old map. I've been working on it for a month now, and our first larger scale detailing thingy is coming to close probably tomorrow. Just adding a few flowers here and there. This
is the only bit that is actually steep. I think we can climb up this.
Sure, let's go.
Nope. Okay, so we're not going to go up to the plateau. Fair enough.
We need more power. Or speed.
Yeah, I can give us more power.
You know.
As well. And while we struggle to get up the stream, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Get up the stream, get up the thing.
Heal.
Okay, you have
Boing.
more power now. That was the wrong thing to add.
Do we have more power now?
No.
No.
Then
we're gonna stop right here. Anyhow, thank you so much for coming.
No, you should have full power now. We might
we'll try to get over this one ledge here.
Yeah.
And then wait. Also, we have 15 minutes worth of electricity in this thing, so.
Ooh, that is a slight bother. I don't think the engines are running.
We don't have ice. It stopped.
We have. Yeah, the engines are not filled for some reason.
We have no ice.
We have plenty of hydrogen. But yeah, let's call the stream here.
Yeah. Stop, goddammit.
Thank you all for coming, and
Thank you.
we hope to see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.